A lot of people have been saying that they felt like this was demonic, satanic. You will see so many videos on YouTube, so many videos on TikTok. You have eyewitness accounts saying, hey, this ish is demonic. Like, this is no joke. I couldn't breathe. There was fire. I felt bad for anybody who's 5 feet because, girl, you would have got stomped out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about the Travis Scott situation. Now, I had to sit down and really do research because it was a lot. So boom, here we go. So as you all know, Friday, November 5th, I said drift. Friday, November 5th, Travis Scott held his Astroworld concert in Houston, Texas. And it was 500,000 people that were there. Drake also came out during his performance as well. And there were so many stories on TikTok. Like, so many people covered this. Like, eyewitness accounts were saying what was going on. So, apparently, there was a crowd surge that killed 8 people. 2 of them were ages 14 and 16. Also, there were kids in that crowd that were, I wanted to say like 9, 10 years old. There's a kid that's 9 years old that's in critical condition. I didn't even know that there were children that were at the concert, let alone mingling with adults. That's dangerous. The people were dying from the crowd surge. That means that the people that were already at the front were at least they were already trying to get to the stage. And then you had the people from the back trying to come up to the front. So that's crushing whoever it is in the middle. And then on top of that, I heard too, allegedly, people were getting pricked. And they were getting pricked with needles that had liquid fentanyl in it. And fentanyl is like now this new super opioid. Well, it's not new, but it's a super opioid. And it has 100 times more effects than heroin. And that's a pretty strong drug in and of itself. So people are legit going into respiratory arrest and dying on the floor because of that, but also because as concerts, it has such high energy and it can really take people out. You could pass out, you could die from being trampled. It's a lot, and it is a lot of energy when you are within those concerts. So in the eyewitnesses account, we start to see that there are people who are trying to alert Travis Scott. You had some people who came to the stage. I think 2 of his backup dancers come onto the stage and tap him like, hey, but Travis is like, listen, he's in the middle of the performance. Yeah. All right, y'all put your hands up. They're trying to warn him. He's not listening. You have some fans, they're climbing the little camera station where the cameraman's at. They're like, hey, friend, girl, the girls over here are dead. Can you do something? And they're like, what? Cameraman can't really do much of nothing because he's there stationed making sure that the footage is being captured. Security is there as well. And security is alerted, which security goes ahead and alerts Travis Scott. But see, the thing with Travis Scott is that he has a history of causing ruckus and commotion within his concerts. And this actually dates back to 2015. In 2015, he actually told his fans to beat up on a young man because that young man tried to steal his sneaker. Travis Scott is in the crowd in the video. You guys can look it up on YouTube if you want. But the guy is like legit on, I want to say, security shoulders. And one of the fans tried to take his shoe. You are Travis Scott, so people are gonna, do crazy things. And he tried to take his shoe, and Travis was like, yo, you try to take my shoe? You try to beat him up. And I was like, oh, he done told that man to beat him up. And they probably did. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he told him to beat him up. Like, they actually went on ahead and beat him up. They were trying to figure out, who to beat up. He's just pointing, and everybody just like, you wanna beat him up? Towards the end of that clip, there's a guy in a white shirt that kind of dips to the corner. And you're gonna see Travis Scott had followed that gentleman. So that just had me believe that that was him. And then there was an incident in 2017 where he was telling his fans to come up to the front of the stage and disregard the security guards that were there, that were set in place to protect him and to stop the commotion that was going on. He is yelling out expletives at the security for doing their job and stopping the commotion because he's telling his people to come up and they like, nah, no, you ain't going nowhere. You can't get mad at your security for protecting you. He likes the fact that his fans are like that. He likes that the fact that his fans, they do things, they have no problem causing ruckus, causing commotion whenever he says so. And that should already give you guys a red flag. And honestly, within this concert, the promoter should have really paid attention and understood the type of person that Travis Scott is and how he conducts his concerts or his ceremonies. A lot of people have been saying that they felt like this was demonic, satanic. You will see so many videos on YouTube, so many videos on TikTok. You have eyewitness accounts saying, hey, this ish is demonic. Like, this is no joke. I couldn't breathe. There was fire. That, people are trying to rush. They're trying to grab onto you. I felt bad for anybody who's 5 feet because, girl, you would have got stomped out. And like, yo, this concert was just very much, and it gave a demonic tinge to it. Now, do I think it's demonic? Perhaps, but I don't really think demonic. More so ritualistic. There were some rituals involved, and those deaths needed to happen in order to allow an entity to take over. Because the entity was already there within Travis Scott, and the entity wanted some sacrifices. You believe what you want to believe, but honestly, looking at his apology video after the fact, the man looked disoriented. He looked like he just woke up. So clearly he probably was under something. When you are invoking certain spirits and certain spirits take over, certain spirits have prerequisites and you have to fulfill those prerequisites. I feel like it was ritualistic, absolutely. You are dealing with the music industry at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, the music industry, there's some things that happen behind the scenes that could be a bit questionable. I feel like he should be charged or, he should be, sued. Not really, because honestly, it was outside of his control. Technically, Live Nation should be sued and charged, not so much Travis Scott. You need to know the artist that you're with, and you need to enact the protocols that you have in place to protect the artist and the people. And allegedly they had a what was the word that they used? What was the word? Mass casualty plan in place. They had a mass casualty plan in place, and that was supposed to protect the artist and the people, but now you have people dropping dead. You have fans going crazy in and out. We're trying to communicate with the artist. Hey, listen, the girls is dying. He's not listening to anything. Paramedics do eventually show up. You see in one of the videos on TikTok that there's an ambulance in the middle of the crowd. And I guess during that time, that's when he seen that it was actually getting serious. In fact, there was like a video, right, of this like, it looked like a lifeless body being carried out, and he was just singing, yeah, like singing, like, oh shoot. The way his body was just looking like that, like just carried out. I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. Shout out to Keisha, because she provided like the video on YouTube. So if you know who Is Keisha is, hey, she actually talks about it as well. And I Am Eloho, she also provides like visuals. So check them out. And that's a lot. That's really where also I got some of my information from as well. But yeah, it just seemed like it was a whole lot. And I really have to look at the promoters to blame, not really so much the talent. Although, yeah, he is known for inciting violence within his concerts. He is not the one to blame. Ultimately, it is up to the promoters, and they should have done a better job in protecting the people. So he will get charged. That's not an issue. But now the issue is, will it go through? We don't know. And then, of course, Kylie goes on ahead and she makes her statements, saying that she didn't know what happened and that she's really sorry for everyone's losses. Everybody is sorry for people's losses, but the only one legit that said that they were going to pay something towards the people or the families who lost their loved ones was Roddy Ricch. 2 days after the fact, that's when Travis Scott said alongside Drake, hey, I'll help out any families who lost loved ones in the concert. Why is it that you're waiting 2 days after the fact? Not even 2 days, I'm sorry, 3 days after the fact. Because we didn't get that until Monday? He sent out those messages saying, yeah, I'm going to help I'm going to help families pay for their funeral costs. So why is it that you wait 3 days to do that? Don't know why, but that's weird. Almost like there was really no remorse. It was just kind of like, F it, I have to do it because, my legal team told me to do it. I'm going to say my representatives told me to do it because it's the right thing to do. It was almost like y'all knew what it is that y'all came here for. And that's scary. And the fact that these parents lost their child's life and they will never be able to see their child again. And all they get is I'm sorry for your loss. I'll pay for your child's funeral costs. That's a big FU. And I hope that Travis Scott does get charged for these because they are, ultimately, this has happened at your concert, so hopefully you do get charged for that. But usually with stuff like this, and the fact that this happened before, 9 times out of 10, nothing's really gonna happen, and he will probably get away scot-free. No pun intended. Honestly, let me know what you guys think about this situation down in the comment section below. And also, let me know what other topics you want me to cover. As always, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.